What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Welcome to another edition of Watch Zedmont pretend like he doesn't feel like absolute hot garbage. Yes, feeling not super awesome. Throwing code Zedmont in the creator boost. Did that on my other account yesterday. Got to keep that rocking. March ahead. Free tokens there, right about there. Make sure you go get those. You can only pick them up once and they expire in about 16 hours, probably 15 hours by the time I release this video, recording it on Friday morning. Have a fantastic weekend all. Found out yesterday that most of my audience are cat people. This is my base. This is what I'm working with at the moment. It does okay. It doesn't do great, as you can see by the left-hand side. Now I have just, and I mean just, unlocked the heavy dudes. I went and got heavy choppas. Just a note, they're not super useful on their own. You definitely need those heavies. Otherwise, it's pooping out level 1 heavies, and you never want to poop out level 1 heavies. So, um, I think I used one boat heavies choppas against this base. I think maybe, just maybe, nope, not that one. So I went on my loss here, which was not super duper great. I gotta say, I am in full on hiding mode. Sent one boat back there just because you get some heavies, they clear some mines, and then it moves fairly quickly. So one boat, maybe two boats at the very, very most. But overall, heavy chop is not super duper useful without a few ingredients. I have gotten ingredient number 1, need to get that gunboat energy. On my other account, I'm skipping all that crap and going right to Seekers. There's a few different tech trees, but more importantly, gotta give that shout out to Commander J. Doom, sitting there at global number 1. He's one of the players that's been giving me all sorts of tips and details and stuff like that. You can see this top list has been slowly, ever so slowly changing over the last little bit. Players with tech trees that are not super duper happy with. Now that we've got all of the heavy choppas, I need to mix in some Bombardiers simply because I don't have enough gunboat energy to drop all the things. So we are going to do some hits, learn some things, make some mistakes, and hopefully not pass out from exhaustion due to trying not to cough. So we are going to go something like this. We're going to send these dudes on back into here, just trying to clear all sorts of mines. Probably should have sent another boat of Bombardiers, but we're going to just keep on rocking in the free world. So Bombardiers went towards the back, and I can see I am just so GBE starved at the moment. Not a situation you necessarily want to be in. Being GBE starved sucks. Like, sucks, suckage. Somehow that Bombardier was outranging that boom cannon. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but that was freaky. I'll take it though. And then we have no Bombardiers at the back, but those heavy choppas are taking care of business on their own, thankfully. Now, one minor, not as awesome thing about heavy choppas coming in is that you don't bring back Bombardiers anymore. So you need to be very, very cognizant of where the heck your mines are and where all of the troops are going and things like that. I know that did not come out of my mouth as I was hoping for it to, but we are slowly but surely clearing all of the things. Now, I probably should be moving in quicker, but I just wanted to get a couple things down first and foremost before I sent too many troops rushing towards those engine rooms. So we are now going to rush those engine rooms. We've got a couple Bombardiers that should live through all of this. It's going to be very interesting to see how long they live for, though, because those grapplers and things are reaching for them, reaching out, touching me, touching you, all of the things. There's the final flare, sending all of our dudes back. We've got a bunch of heavies left. This is not going to be an amazing time, but it should be good enough to pick up the win. I think maybe 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Not great, my friends. But without the GBE node, we're a little bit... Heisenberg. Heisenberg is going to take us down by the looks of things. Look at this. He doesn't have enough gunboat energy to flare. There's the flare. Shock launcher slowing him down. trying to beat us, trying desperately to beat us, but it looks like our base is ever so slightly going to come out ahead. I think just absolute drama. Speaking of drama, Heisenberg, that is from Breaking Bad, no? Anyways, I think we managed to pick up the win somehow, some way. So GG Heisenberg helps that Kavan is sitting back there, starstruck. All good things so far. So since picking up heavies, I am 100% in the win column. Speaking of picking up heavies and 100% in the win column, Pang-tastic Jedi Knight 8 shock maze core hit. He had never ever hit the maze core hit before. So we've got one shock about here, one shock about here. That's 2 shocks, one shock about here. That's 3 shocks. All these rocket launchers 4. These rocket launchers down here 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe even 9 up there. We'll have to see how he does the shockings. But 8 or 9 shock core hit. And the thing about the core hit on Maze is once you eat all the cells, you either have to kick that player and have the cells come back. Hit me up in the comments if that is something you've never heard of before. Or you have to just hope that you take it down and the next person can take it down. This core is somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.7 million health, I think. Something in that neighborhood. And then he's flaring in, a little bit of gaps in the smoke there, making me a little bit nervous. And then the one smoke at the end. You usually see players use 2 smokes just to be super cautious. Jedi Knight has no time for that. We're going to slow this down into half times mode just so that we can count those shocks coming out. Here goes nothing. There comes shock number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, and 9 shocks on the core. Actually, all the shocks that I counted, which is kind of surprising. Just look at that laser on the edge there, just barely not reaching those troops. Down goes Maze, absolute beast hit. I just wanted to share that one just because it's a good time. Interlude, intermission, something like that. I play all aspects of the game. I know most of you guys do as well. I know some of you don't play warships. I know some of you don't play the main base. Boom Beach still has something for most people, thankfully. So we're going to do exactly that again. We're going to go something like this, just getting a bunch of heavy choppas rocking and rolling. And then as we get moving, we're going to send a flare back in that direction. Going to send a heavy choppa over here, hoping to distract that sniper tower a little bit. Something like that. And then we're just going to drop the rest of our troops. Waiting for Kavan and just hoping that we're going to be able to cruise through all of this stuff somewhat fast enough. Kavan's probably going to run all the way across the map, so we're just going to hang out about here. Now, you potentially could barrage out an engine room at this point, but you know what, we might as well try, just because I don't know that we're going to get enough troops down to this bottom right. So we are just going to be barraging and artillerying as our troops go around the outside counterclockwise. We are going to get some troops there, so that's a little bit silly on my part, but just cruising through all of the things. This person's base, they are probably using Seekers or something ridiculous, because as you can see here, this person's base is melting quickly. Anytime I see someone's base melting quickly, it makes me a little bit nervous, because it means they have more offensive tech than I do. So we're just going to throw that shock there, throw all of our artillery on that base, and hope and pray that we've got enough of the good stuff going towards that base. So 2 minutes 34, slowly but surely getting slightly faster. Diana fizzled, fizzle. Let's see what Diana brought in here. Kind of assuming there's going to be some Seekers coming here. That's the only reason I could think they would fizzle with 2 engine rooms left. Let's have, come on Diana, did you drop some troops? What is going, there we go. 3 boats, heavy choppas with bullet and the taunt, and the Seekers going every which way. Love it. Love to see it. Do be aware, Seekers are coming. They're fairly decent when run properly. That was not a great running. As a result, creeping back up there. I was in mid 23, I believe. low 23. Let's have a look at me sitting down here 21st in the task force. I was at mid 23, like I said, so I thought I was over speaking, but wasn't the case. So getting heavy choppas, getting some bombardiers is a good thing, but just know that you need to have a few more details, such as gunboat energy, troop health. You don't need that extra 100% troop health. I guess extra 50 bringing you to 100. Sorry, a bit of a misspoken there, but it definitely helps. Also, Sky Shield is on the horizon, but for me, Gunboat Energy is going to be next. Now, Gunboat Energy, there's a 30 there and a 28 there, so do be aware that you can get it a little bit cheaper if you look backwards, but getting it on the forward side of things gets you towards 7 engine rooms, so you need to weigh the pros and cons of those extra 2 keys. I am about to pass out because I am been holding in a cough for this entire video. Hopefully that gives you an indication of something on the horizon. As you can see, without having heavy choppas there, it was an absolute nightmare, but managed to hide just long enough to get some good stuff. So that is all for me. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm going back to bed. You should look in the comments, throw something down there in the comments. Reward those Patreons that are in the end note with a love, heart, all that sort of stuff. I'll talk to you soon. I'm Zedmont. Peace.